To start, it's proven that union workers are better paid, have safer working conditions, have more say on the job, and are happier in general. Without a union, you have very little rights at work. You have no right to free speech. You have an at-will employment standard that says your boss can fire you for any reason at all. And you don't really have any say in what happens at work. Without a union, the law says that the workplace is like a dictatorship where the boss decides everything that happens and workers have no say in the process. When you form a union at work, it democratizes the workplace and you suddenly have a contract, you suddenly have a say in what happens at work. Without a union, you don't have a right to negotiate your pay, you don't have a right to grieve things, to challenge unsafe working conditions or unfair things going on at work. Only with a union can you have those things. So once you've decided it's a good idea to start a union at work, how do you go about doing it? So step number one is to start having conversations with people you know would be friendly to the idea of starting a union. These are folks that either have complained to you or complained with you about low pay, unsafe conditions, things that are really good to agitate around and start discussions around why a union would make things better. Step two is to take that group and really contact a union organizer to help you expand the coalition more broadly at work. Step three is you work with the union organizer to help build that broader coalition at work, to spread the idea of why a union is needed among all your coworkers. Step four is where the workers vote and decide whether they are going to have a union through a secret ballot election at work. Now, at this point, you should understand you will face opposition from your boss. They will likely put on an anti-union campaign and spread misinformation and propaganda about why you shouldn't start a union because they don't want to pay you better wages. They don't want to give up that dictatorship that they have. The boss doesn't want a union, but ultimately it's going to be good for you and your coworkers. Finally, I want to talk about the rights that you have with talking about a union. You're protected under the National Labor Relations Act. So again, if you're feeling shy or afraid, understand that the law protects you. You can have these conversations about forming a union. It's not necessarily a good idea to do it in front of a manager, because even though the law protects you, it might not prevent them from taking action against you. But the law does give you the right to have these conversations, to potentially leaflet and wear buttons at work supporting the union and really agitate to build support for the union. So know that the law protects you.